Welcome. Welcome to what I think is a very significant update for twins, for divine counterparts, information that feels nuanced and detailed for both the masculine and feminine. So thank you for joining me here, because I know that that's just one part of this story. So I will try and stay on point, even though it all segues in. But we have a massive amount of information and of energies and of angles coming in that's all related to ascension, but it has kind of different, perhaps, focus. So I've got notes everywhere as usual, and I've numbered them, so hopefully they'll make a little bit more sense. So you'll remember that last time I said that I would be beginning this video with the last paragraph from the last video. So if you didn't watch the last video, it's not compulsory to go and watch it, but it relates to things that are in this part, which I won't be necessarily referencing. So all of this here today in this video applies to the work for and with twin flames who are now rising to their new and higher embodiment, and who are currently in process for their reunion and reconnection. And this applies to your internal reunion and reconnection and your external. So divine feminine, I really want to encourage you right now just to close your eyes and take a breath and to feel into your heart. I'm going to give you some instructions as a little guided meditation. So I'm inviting you to explore the nature of your own heart. Hi, JC. We're just going to do a brief guided meditation. So if you are just joining now, then welcome, and take a breath, close your eyes, place your hands or one hand on your heart space. We're going to explore the nature and qualities of expansion, first of all, in your own heart space. And in coming into loving everything. Tell you what, I am sitting here and I'm heating up. And it's this energy, I tell you. Are you? Is anyone else here really hot on the inside of their body? So take a breath. I want you to let go of the need for anybody else needing to be present to fulfill you. And I want you to drop into who you are, everything about you, and accept all that is there right now. So everything that's there that relates to your body, just accept it. It is what it is. Take another breath and be in total acceptance of your work situation, whether that's paid work or unpaid work, whether you go to work or work at home. Accept all that is in your entire life right now. Accept all that is and all in any of your relationships. And accept all that is in your twin dynamic. Accept that everything is happening for purpose, be it learning, yours or your twins, be it healing, or be it growth. So connect to that, to your beautiful heart. Attune to the love that you hold there. And observe this love as it expands. As it expands through your body. Through your physical body. Through your emotional body. Through your mental body, your mental mind. Through your spiritual body. And through your energetic body. And then come back to your heart. And feel all of the love energies related to each of your bodies moving out and around and back into your heart. And then send that as a bundle of energy to your divine counterpart, but I'll invite you to send it in a way that's soft and meandering, that isn't hard-edged, that isn't speedy. And in your form, I got given this for the divine feminine. So the divine feminine aspect of you as an energy or as a feminine body. To imagine that you are tumbling in a spiral form from a high diving board, and you're tumbling in slow motion, this ongoing cycling, like doing a forward flip as you're coming off the high diving platform. And that as you're doing that, you are evolving, you are growing, you're allowing your consciousness to evolve, to shift higher. And you are accepting that right now, everything in your life is incredible. And in this now moment, I want you to it's a bit of a hop and a jump really, but I want you to go to, so these are these pieces. So don't get caught up with, well, this bit doesn't go with that bit. Okay, so it's like we're jumping around a bit, but you'll be okay as long as you don't get caught up with, well, she just told us to forget about him or about my divine partner, and now she's asking me to do this. So just be with it. So if you attune to what your divine partner has been doing in terms of their behavior, if you know, and if you don't know, just tune in and be asking what are they doing. And this is the question that I wrote, so it's long, so I'll read it twice. So listen the first time and then respond maybe the second. What does or has your twin flame reflected to you in their behavior? That's just the prompting surface level question. But more is, how has their behaviour activated you to see yourself more clearly? How has their behaviour activated you to grow, to heal, to sort family and genealogical karma, or to surrender? So I'll read it again if you'd like to jot any of that down. What does or has your twin flame reflected to you in their behaviour? But more in, how has their behaviour activated you to see yourself more clearly? How has their behaviour activated you to heal? How has their behaviour activated you to grow? How has their behaviour activated you to sort out family or genealogical patterns? So you can have a look at that later, or you can allow those to just be released into the ethers. You can watch them burn in the flames in front of you. You can be grateful for their resolution. So there's a lot that's going on at the moment that you could call finishing school, which I know that we've gone through before. But there's this coming to this higher level because of the job, the work, the mission that twin flames hold for humanity. So divine masculines, they have been feeling, and those of you who are able to, and I imagine it's most of you, to feel your divine masculine, they have been feeling this huge intensity in their physical bodies. That has been reminding them of their connection to their divine feminine. You will remember Guy talking about the sexual impact for connection. So I channeled in here, they are squirming in their seats as sexual energy is evoking undeniable arousal. And at the same time, their hearts are both emitting and receiving from their truly aligned divine feminine through the magnetic pull of the heart chakra. So because the divine masculine, or because the world has been in this alignment and attunement to truth and to authenticity, then the divine masculine, that's been one of the impacts that energetic has had on them. So on the 12th of November, that was another. We keep getting brand new energies, and we're getting pretty good dealing with them, I want to say. So the brand new energy is on the 12th day. I wrote in here, it feels softer of nature and yet more intense in the body. There's a greater internal transformation occurring, internal of the body. I'm observing a scurrying of beings inside the planet as well, as though they were relocating. And some, I was told, are moving inside the planet. Some are leaving the planet. They're moving off planet. They are, many of them are returning to their home planets. And others are in preparation phases for coming to the surface. So I don't want you to get into a panic about that. I've been told they will, they'll only come when humanity is ready. And then this is this beautiful message from Gaia. Please hang on to yourself, to your love, to your purpose, and to your reason for being here. This love that comes through this twin flame connection is momentous in its catalytic influence on your growth, healing, and development, as it is on that of your divine counterpart. These healed beings, so she's referencing you and your counterpart, create new ways of being in relationship and building higher consciousness templates in relationship, whilst at the same time many came with mastery, keys and codes for the building of new paradigms and fifth dimensional experiences for humanity's higher consciousness. So she is wanting to remind you that it's not just that you have this work to do in your own being, and it's not just that you have this work to do with your divine counterpart, but that twins in general, they have work to do that's related to higher conscious relationships and work to do that relates to bringing in ways of living in a higher conscious paradigm. It is a big and tough assignment, and not all we're up for this. Requires higher love, higher light, higher resonance, and higher consciousness. And remember that all of you, that each of you, that twins individually and together are breaking down all the old paradigms and creating collective new worlds for humanity through the higher love vibration that is created by twins and divine counterparts as the masculine move into shifting the physical world. I don't know about you, but after I'd written that, I was like, whoa, this is bigger even than I knew. And I think about all of the things that I've written. This is just bigger. The physical world, the masculine is as the masculine move into shifting the physical world and the potential of a higher level, hello Aniko, a higher level alignment through the 1111 gateway of illumination and ascension. Be open and be aware of this ever evolving, expanding version of self and celebrate this time and this new version of you. Everything is about to burst open for the masculine. Think brain box. Think like a house plan that the roof has been removed from, and you can see the partitions and the walls and the doors. If you see that as the masculine's brain, this is how they have managed their thought processes, is by just, it's this idea that they can be in one space. The masculine brain is like this. They can only be in one room at a time. And the feminine brain, I mean this very seriously, in brain studies, it has been shown that the feminine brain has the capability of being lit in many places of the brain, but the masculine has a brain that works differently, so it gets lit up for particular function, that the blood from that part of the brain has to move to a new part of the brain to access that part of the brain. So it's like they are like that partitioned space. But it's about to kind of collapse. They're about to have a movement, a shift in the way their brain operates. That those old paradigms are dissolving, and their heart. So I believe this is both metaphorical and metaphysical, and that it's likely that it's also happening in the physical at some point. So their hearts are opening, and they cannot detach or ignore any longer from what is happening in their heart space. So the mind and the heart, they're working together, and there's this vulnerability that's opening up for them. And they may feel like they are in life circumstances that are not in their control. That makes them feel more vulnerable as well. It's as though the mighty hand of God, if you like, has come in to shift things up. And the masculine have been holding on for dear life, trying to keep control, believing that they had control, and now they're having to face the fact that this is beyond their means to hold on to it all. Yeah. So he may be feeling that his life circumstances are out of control. The next thing that comes is for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's time to examine what is important for you in relationship. So what is really, really important to you about your connection, about how you operate in the relationship, about how you might communicate, about how you might operate as a team as well. So this is about connecting. This came through this need for twins to be like viewing all of this through this sense of freedom. So it's like you are, you're in your own orbit, and you have your own freedom, and yet there's no ties, no expectations, and yet it's love filled, it's adoring, it's surrendered, it's exquisite, and it's hugely powerful when you're operating like that. It's like X times X is becomes X to the power of 100. So what do you do? So this is your individual question in amongst this. What do you do? I get all emotional about it. To come into recognizing your own truth and your own greater authenticity. And in looking at that, sort of have a look at all the things that are held in duality, that have kept these divisions up, that have kept these polarities up, because all of that is collapsing. And really that is what the masculine are doing. So, it's that same story about the feminine have left the camping ground and they've gone into the forest to create a new platform, a new place for a new paradigm. The masculine are pulling down the tents from the old campground and cleaning up the campground. Remember that everything is being collapsed. So this is all of the systems, all of the structures in our world. It's big. But the masculine are having impact on this, and like not every masculine has to do each of those things, but each will have a role to play in the collapse of the systems, collapse of the structures that hold our 3D paradigm, our three-dimensional world. Okay. All right. So that is what I wanted to share with you, so that I just want to encourage you to sit in your own space, on your own throne, recognizing your own power, and to just know that we're kind of waiting for divine timing, but there's this this little space, this little pause for the twins to come into their higher on their own. So tell me, anyone, throw your ideas into the pot about this information, and where is it that you've noticed that you've come into expansion, and what is it that you have noticed that you have received in terms of information and like healing and growth from your DM. Do you want to pop any of that in the chat? Does that align for you? Make sense to you? So it feels to me like it's way bigger than my 25-minute video, but that there's different work for different people. So, you know, you might want to spend some more time on it. But yeah, love to have some feedback. No feedback. Oh, good. Oh, that's lovely, Jasmine. Yeah, that's exactly how it looked, that sort of shimmery blue, silvery, white energy. All right. Well, let me know if you get any updates, or let me know when you feel into it. Maybe need more space or time to do that. And I will see you. I'll see you again soon for some more general updates. Okay, good. Thank you, Josie. All right, my loves. Take care. Much love. See you maybe even tomorrow. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca.